Live on Cat Sports Football, and we have yet another World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where you all from and who do you support? Let me know in the chat. We have a quarter-final tie where we have a quarter-final tie between Morocco and Portugal. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? England and France later on this evening. But first, we have Morocco versus Portugal. Morocco came alive in the tournament, knocking out Spain last game. Morocco went onto the world map for football with that victory against Spain in the last game. Amrabat and Bono, two outstanding players, alongside the back four, Saiss and I think it's Onoi. Is that how you say his name? No, sorry, Agard. Agard was the centre back. Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna close the door here. Ladies and gentlemen, it has snowed where I am. What's it like where you are? It has snowed where I am. What's it like where you are? It's been snowing on and off all day. How are we doing? Tama, huh? We have kickoff coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. 15 minutes left before kickoff here on Couch Sports Football. Portugal against Morocco. Portugal again without that man CR7. They seem to be winning games without him. Question is, can they win against Morocco? What do you guys think? Lautaro Martinez on the bench, but he's that Ramos playing up top for Portugal. We will have the team news coming up for you guys shortly. But let's do some packs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do some packs. Let's do some packs. Let's see what this one brings us today. Let's see what this one brings us today. One superstar knocked out the World Cup yesterday in Neymar. One superstar went through in Messi. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we have here. We have probably the nicest guy in football, Young Min Son, there for Korea. They didn't turn up against Portugal. They played a different way of game. Noah Okafor there for Switzerland. He came against Portugal. Then we have Wayne Hennessy there for Wales. One of the most performing players in this year's World Cup. And then we got Ali Al-Balihi there for Saudi Arabia. And then Yusuf Poulsen there for Denmark. That's a double. That's a double. We have kickoff coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? We have the players coming out shortly. Let's see how many packs we can get in. Alright. Let's see what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Lawson here for Denmark. Lawson there for Denmark. We've got Sasa Lukic there for Serbia. Lukic for Serbia. Couldn't get that all-important victory against Switzerland. Kundi there for Cameroon. Kundi there for Cameroon. We have Hassan Behebri for Saudi Arabia there. And then Matty Cash there for Poland. Played perfectly well against Mbappe, but Mbappe still scored 2 goals in that game. Let's get another one going. Get another one going here. Catch a scorcher there. I've butchered this pack opening. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Roy Patricio there for Portugal. Not playing today. I think it's that kid again. Let's see. News, BBC, Morocco, Portugal. Diego Costa. Diego. El Yamik. So Agard isn't playing today. Is he on the bench? No, he's not on the bench either. Unfortunate for Morocco. So Roy Patricio there for Portugal. Let's see what the next one is. Musa Khidir for Qatar. Qatar, the worst performing team in the World Cup. Precario for Ecuador. We've got a team here, Korea Republic. Korea Republic there. Team photo. And then we've got Captain America Christian Pulisic here. We want to put in a better performance at the next World Cup. Where it is at home. It is at home. Let's see if we can get another pack in. See if we can get another pack in here. Let's see. Ooh, I think we've got a nice one here. There's a code on the back of it. There's a code on the back of it. It tends to be a good one. Ooh, we got this. We got a World Cup here. We got a World Cup. Ooh, looks like we got 2 special ones here. Who's that? Montesa Tarbi for Tunisia. Tunisia. We've got Joe Roden there for Wales. Shocking performance. We've got Carlos Rodriguez there for Mexico. Carlos Rodriguez. And what's this one? This is a team one. Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador badge. Ooh, that's nice. Ecuador badge. Looks very nice. The players are out on the pitch there. Let's see who we got. Idrissa Gana Gueye there for the Senegal. Just waiting for the players to come out into the pitch here, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? We have Hussein Kanani there for Iran. Hussein Kanani. Mislav Orsic involved in Croatia's victory against Brazil yesterday. We have another stadium here, Lusail Stadium. Lusail Stadium there. And then we have Julian Alvarez for Argentina. Argentina winning Netherlands in a penalty shootout yesterday. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. We have all Africa and Arabia. What? We have all Africa and Arabia. What? I don't know what you're on about. Gon, how do you say his name? Goncalo. How do you say his name? Goncalo Ramos. How do you say his name? Pronunciation. There we go.
The name of this Portuguese football player, as well as how to say more confusing names from football like this one too many people mispronounce. Stay tuned to learn more. In Portuguese, it said something along the lines of Gonçalo Ramos. Gonçalo Ramos. Easy once you know. In English, you could say it as Gonçalo Ramos.
Interesting. Interesting. Right, let's see. We need to find this kid, FC Wonder Kid. He'll say it.
Olivier Giroud will get off. No, Hernandez. If you're telling me Pepe, okay, became the second old Ronaldo has answered the comments saying this group is unbreakable. I've seen Gonçalo Ramos play since he's
Nope, still doesn't make any difference. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will pay our respects to the national anthems here on Cow Sports Football. First up, it is the Moroccan national anthem. So let's pay our respects for the Moroccan national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. That's our Moroccan national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the Portugal national anthem. Bono there for Morocco in smiling already. World Cup hero for Morocco in the penalty shootout. But let's pay our respects now to the Portuguese national anthem here, live on Cow Sports Football. There we go. That's the Portuguese national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. The national anthems have been sung. Let's give you the Moroccan team sheet coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen, as we transition over to the match screen. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me make sure I got the right teams there because yesterday I had the wrong teams on. Let's see. Yeah, that is the right teams there. That is the right teams there, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready here on Cat Sports Football? Are you a Moroccan? Are you a Portuguese? Or are you, like myself, just a fan of football and cannot get enough of the World Cup, ladies and gentlemen? It is snowing where I am here in the UK. Where are you from? What's it like where you are? Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco knocking out one former world champion in Spain. Can they knock out another team who should go on and progress deep into this tournament? We only have two more rounds until the final, ladies and gentlemen. The semi-final and then it's the final. Who will get into the final? Croatia beating Brazil. The manager Chichi stepping down as Brazilian manager. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give you the Moroccan team news here. We have Bono in goal, Hakimi, El Yamik, Saiz and Atiatullah, Amala, Amrabat and Anoy, Ziyech, El Nesri and Boufal. No, a guard who was brilliant. No Mazraoui. He's out of this game. The players are here coming up. Pepe is the captain for Portugal. All eyes are on Portugal there. All eyes are on Ronaldo on the bench. All eyes on him. The question is, does he make an appearance today? Let's give you the Portugal team. It's the same team that played bar one against Switzerland. It's Diego Costa in goal, Dalo, Pepe, Diaz, and Guerrero. Silva, Neves comes in for Carvalho, Otavio Fernandez, Ramos the hat-trick hero, and João Felix, who is rumoured with a move away from Atletico Madrid. Which team are going to be able to snatch him up? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. The stadium looks to be half full due to some people trying to get into the stadium without tickets. Looks like Portugal will be starting this game off in their white kit. Morocco in their famous red kit, red and green, shooting from left to right. Portugal to start the game off shooting from right to left. No Cristiano Ronaldo, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ramos playing up top. And here we go with Portugal with the ball down the right side with Pepe. Into Diaz. Goes out to that right side to Pepe on the centre circle. There's a firework that went off. There's a firework that went off. Or was that like a graphic? Here we go with Pepe. Long ball over the top there towards Ramos, but it's over everyone. And Bono will take the ball under control. 4 goals in 109 minutes for Portugal. The new kid, Gonzalo Ramos, playing ahead of Rafael Leao and Cristiano Ronaldo. Diaz on the ball. Comes into Otavio, picking the ball up on the halfway line. Tries to feed Ramos over the top. And it comes off Ramos and it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side. 1 minute into the game. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on Cat Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we from? Who are we supporting? Let me know in the comments. Bono to start the game off. El Yamik playing centre-back today ahead of Agard. Amrabat, who had an absolute wonderful game against the Spanish. Can he come alive again in this game? Amrabat goes into Ziyech, tries to feed El Nesri, but he's behind him. And it's intercepted by Portugal. But again, Morocco win the ball back. The referee saying no handball. Portugal with the ball now. With Diaz on the right side. Diaz has Ruben Neves down his left hand side. He goes into Guerrero. Guerrero goes backwards to Diaz on the right hand side. And he feeds Neves coming in for Carvalho. Assuming it's because he might be on a yellow card or something. We'll have to wait and see. Out wide to Pepe down the right side. Pepe goes into Neves. Neves lays it into Diaz. Guerrero down the left hand side. Otavio making the run behind, but Diaz goes over the top there towards Otavio. And it goes up for a Portuguese throw-in taken by Guerrero. And he goes back to Diaz down the right side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, how are we doing? Where are we from and who do we support? Let me know in the chat. Here we go with Pepe on the ball on the right side. Goes short to Dallo. Again picked the head of João Cancelo. Diego Dallo. Pepe. Backwards to Diaz on the right side. Diaz bringing the ball forward onto the centre circle. Lays it into Bruno Fernandes. He goes backwards to Pepe. And Pepe goes into Diaz. Back to Bernardo Silva. Goes out wide to Dallo. Dallo there. Shrugs off the challenge. Free kick is given Portuguese way. Diego Dallo there brought down. Diego Dallo there brought down on this left hand side by Atiyatullah. And it's a Portuguese free kick here. Walid Regragui, I think is how you say his name, for Morocco. Only managed Morocco since September. Portugal with a free kick here on the right side. Ball whipped in there. It's gone over everyone and it got Bono is forced to make a save. I think it comes off João Felix. Yeah, João Felix there gets a header on it, but he's saved by Bono. And it's a corner here for Portugal down the left-hand side. Bernardo Silva being told to wait. Referees had a word with the players. This Portuguese kid's nice, you know. This Portuguese kid's nice, you know. Bruno Fernandes steps over to take the corner down the right side. He whips the ball in there and it's headed away. Bernardo Silva tries to keep it alive, but it falls to Annoy. And it goes out for a Moroccan throwing down that left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Where are we from and who do we support? Are we fans of Morocco? Are we fans of Portugal? Let's do a poll for you guys. Who scores first? Who wins this quarterfinal? Morocco, Portugal. Get your vote in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is going to win this one? As Buffal picks the ball up down the left-hand side, gets himself into the box. But it comes off Pepe and it goes out for a corner down the left-hand side. Let me know what your votes are. Who goes through this quarterfinal? I think it's going to be Portugal. Get your votes in the chat. Let me know what you think. Corner here for Morocco. 5 minutes into the game. Can they get the all-important first goal here? Give themselves something to build off. Ziyech steps over to take the corner down the left-hand side. Gives the signal. And on his left foot. Ball swung in. Headed towards goalie El Yamik there. Is that El Yamik or El Nesri? Sorry, El Nesri there, the striker for Morocco. He had an opportunity there. He couldn't get it on target. Here we go with Bernardo Silva on the ball form. Portugal on the right side. Bringing it forward towards the Moroccan half. Squares it into Bruno Fernandes. And he goes into Diaz. Diaz short to Ruben Neves. Sees Dallo making the run off the ball on the right side. But it's behind him. And he goes out for a throwing on the left-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Football pundits around the world. How are we doing? Where are we from and who do we support? Are we a Moroccan? Are we a Portugal? Let me know what you think. Here we go. Pepe wins the header. Otavio flicks it into Bruno. And he goes all the way back to The keeper, Diego Costa, on the shy side. Pepe. 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Silva picks it up deep, tries to feed Bruno Fernandes, but it comes off the Moroccan. And it goes out for a Portuguese throwing. Pepe now on the ball. Goes out to Diaz on the shy side. Diaz lays it into Guerrero, but he goes back to Diaz. Diaz goes into Pepe. Pepe to Silva. Bringing the ball into the Moroccan half, but he goes backwards to Ruben Neves. Advantage given here for Portugal. Pepe on the ball. Back to Bernardo Silva. Returns it back to Pepe. 1-2 with Bernardo Silva. Dallo. Pepe on the shy side. Morocco just moving the ball about. They're happy for... Sorry, Portugal are happy for Morocco to have the ball. Out to the left-hand side is João Felix. Gets behind him and it allows Ziyech to track back. Miscontrol there by João Felix. It just spins behind him. Bernardo Silva now into Pepe on the shy side. In the Moroccan half, left of the centre circle is Diaz. Into Bernardo Silva. Backwards to Ruben Neves. And it's Pepe now in the centre circle. Tries to feed it into Bruno Fernandes, but it's intercepted there by Buffal and it goes backwards. Otavio. Into Diaz. Back to Otavio. Diaz into Ruben Neves on the side time. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Bernardo Silva picking the ball up deep into Otavio, who has time to turn on the centre circle. Lays it into Diaz. Guerrero to his left, but he squares it into Neves. Neves sees Dallo making the run off the ball. Dallo wins the header, but he can't keep it in play. Goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side for Morocco. 9 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on Count Sports Football. How are we doing? How are we doing? Bono to start the game back off here for Portugal on this left-hand side. Switches it out to the shy side towards El Nesri, but it's headed away. João Felix will bring the ball under control. Amrabat is there and sides with the clearance. Otavio picks up the loose ball, but it falls to Honori. Trying to play out the back. Ziyech picks up the loose ball into Amrabat. Good football there by Morocco, trying to gain out the back. Goes out to that left-hand side to Buffal. Bringing the ball forward. Atiatullah is to his left. He tries to feed it into Nesri, who tries to take it on the spin. And it goes straight into the keeper's hands. Diaz on the ball on the right side. Bringing the ball forward here for Morocco. Bruno Fernandes makes a run off the ball, but nothing's given. He squares it into Pepe. And Bernardo Silva goes back to a 1-2 with Pepe. Bringing it into the Moroccan half. Backwards to Diaz on the centre circle in the Portuguese half. Lays it into Otavio 1-2. And it's now Ruben Neves. Bernardo Silva. Diaz on the halfway line. Guerrero to his left. But he goes back to Pepe. Neves. 1-2 with Bruno. Dallo makes a run off the ball. He goes into Felix. First time into Bernardo Silva. Back to Ruben Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Goes backwards to Otavio. Back to Ruben Neves. On that right hand side in the Moroccan half. Morocco happy for Portugal to move it around their back line. Pepe on the centre circle. Otavio takes it on the turn, brought down there by Amrabat. Free kick Portugal. 11 minutes into the game. Referee's just having a word there with Amrabat. Here we go with a free kick for Portugal in a very dangerous position because as they showed against Switzerland, they do have the aerial threat. So can Morocco defend this or do Portugal get an early lead? Here we go, Portugal now to start the game back up. Whipped in towards the back post, headed across the goal by Neves. It's blocked. It comes out to Guerrero who takes a shot, headed away. Otavio, Pepe can't get there. It's cleared away. It falls to Dallo. He'll just hit it back from where it came. Neves will try and keep it in play. Hakimi is there. And it goes out for a goal kick here for Morocco down his left hand side. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Bono to start the game back off here. Having a word with his captain, Size. Here we go with Atiatullah on that left hand side. Manages to find Amala in behind there. But he can't control the ball. It goes back to Diego Costa. Ziyech will try and charge it down. But it goes out wide there to Pepe. All the way back to Diego Costa here on the right side. Lays it into Diaz. Guerrero is free here on the halfway line. El Nesri goes over to apply a bit of pressure. But he squares it into Pepe. And it's now Bernardo Silva coming deep to pick up the ball. Bruno Fernandes even deeper on the centre circle. Sees João Felix make the run off the ball. Guerrero is free down the left hand side. But Guerrero can't keep it in play. And it goes out for a Morocco throw. Hakimi steps over to take the throwing here on this left hand side. For Morocco, 14 minutes into this game, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on Cal Sports Football. Ziyech back to Hakimi. He just clears it down the line. Brought under control by Dallo, and it's Pepe now on this right side. Short to Neves. Out to this left hand side finds Diaz. Guerrero's free again down this left hand side. But he squares it into Pepe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 15 minutes into this game. Morocco 0, Portugal 0. Where are you from? Who do you support? Do you want Morocco to win? Do you want Portugal to win? Or are you just a fan of football? Let me know in the chat. Here we go with Guerrero. Goes backwards to Diaz. And it's now Pepe on the ball. Goes short to Bernardo Silva, making his way into the Moroccan half. Sees Guerrero free in behind here on this left hand side. El Yamik goes into challenge. Guerrero manages to get his cross, but it's over everyone. And it goes out for a Moroccan throwing down that left hand side. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Where are we from? Who do we support? Let me know in the chat. Here we go with the Moroccan throwing. On this left-hand side. Flicked on into Boufal. Boufal turns and he'll bring the ball forward. But he loses it to Bruno Fernandes and it's Ruben Neves on the ball. And Otavio goes backwards to Diaz. Diaz first time into Guerrero on the halfway line down this left-hand side. Got Bernardo Silva ahead of him, but he goes backwards to Diaz. Portugal aren't forcing it today. Bernardo Silva goes backwards to Pepe. Tries to feed a ball over the top there towards Ramos. Ramos brings the ball under control. But it's straight into the hands of Bono on this left-hand side. He just shrugs Size off the ball there. Hakimi. El Yamik. Short into Amrabat. Bringing the ball forward. Goes out to Atiatullah down that left-hand side. Amrabat nearly loses it, but it comes out to Anori. He's got Hakimi down his left-hand side. Gets away from João Felix, lays it into Hakimi. Hakimi bringing the ball forward. He can't get away from Otavia. And Guerrero goes all back to the keeper, Diego Costa. And he'll just clear it down the line, high up into the air. But it's headed away. And is cleared all the way out to Bono down the left-hand side, Morocco, with a goal kick here. Ruben Neves there with the clearance. Always linked with Manchester United, Ruben Neves. But nothing ever comes of it. Saiz. Atiatullah. Tries to feed it into Buffon, but it's intercepted. Here we go with Bruno Fernandes into João Felix. Tries to feed him behind to Ramos, but it's intercepted there by Saiz. And it's Hakimi. Plays a 1-2 with Honori. Bringing the ball forward. Out wide is Ziyech, and he finds it. El Nesri is in the box. There's quite a few Moroccan players to aim for. Ziyech goes on his own, and his shot is dragged wide. Ziyech there. Shimmies it on his left foot, gets round the inside of Otavia. And his shot is dragged wide. Goal kick for Portugal on the right side, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Where are we from and who do we support? Don't be afraid to say hello. Let me know what you think of the World Cup so far. I think this World Cup has been by far the best World Cup in history. The drama in the group stages. Croatia knocking out Brazil. Argentina winning Netherlands with ease. But then having a late equalizer out of nowhere. Croatia winning Japan on penalties. 220-minute performances in the knockout stages for Croatia. France taking on England later today. Pepe on the halfway line for Portugal. What do you think of the World Cup? And let me know who do you think is going to win? I thought it was Brazil. My favorite was Brazil to win the World Cup. But they lost to Croatia on penalties. Neymar, the golden child, didn't even take a penalty. Buffon picks the ball up deep here for Morocco. Keeps it in play. Buffon. Amala brought down, free kick. Morocco down his left-hand side. This is like a Morocco home game, ladies and gentlemen. Ramos there with just a shrug on Buffon. Free kick here for Morocco on this left-hand side. Long ball over the top there towards El Nesri. Ruben Diaz is there with the header. El Yamik is there. Portugal managed to win it back, but it falls to Amala. And he goes back to Hakimi. Hakimi now. Nearly gets away from Bernardo Silva. He goes out wide there to Saiz on the left-hand side. Goes in short to Anoi. Saiz tries to feed the ball over the top. They do well to keep the ball under control of Mala. Anoi goes out to the right side. Unahi brings the ball under control. Ziyech is to his right. It comes out to Hakimi into Ziyech on his left foot. Ziyech puts the ball in towards the back post, but Diego Costa is there off his line, and Portugal will start the game off here. But Amrabat wins the ball high up the pitch. He's got Ziyech to his right, and he finds him one-on-one against Guerrero. Couple of skills on his right foot, but it goes out for a corner. Morocco here are not going down without a fight. Ziyech there to take the corner. Deco there on the guest list in this game. Ziyech now to take the corner, down his right side on his left foot. Whips the ball in there near post, but it's headed away. Goes out for another corner. I think it's Bruno Fernandes who gets that. Ziyech. Short into Hakimi. Returns it back to Ziyech. First time into Buffon on the right side. But he's just shrugged off the ball. It goes out for a goal kick here on the right side. Diego Costa here for Portugal on the right side to start the game back off. 22 minutes played. Morocco nil, Portugal nil. Diaz on the ball here. Bringing the ball forward. Pepe to his right. Guerrero to his left. But he goes into Bruno Fernandes. Sees the ball over the top here towards João Felix on his left-hand side. João Felix will do well to keep the ball under control. But Hakimi is tracking back. And it goes out for a corner. Rafael Guerrero to take the throwing here. Deep in the Morocco half. 0-0 so far. Into Ramos. Ball point there. Bono is there. Bruno Fernandes goes up for the header. Surrounded by the Moroccans. The word has been had. Bono now to start the game back off here on this left-hand side for Morocco. Who, Bono? Amala, Unahi. Amala, and Unahi. Bono now to start the game back up. Long ball over the top there towards El Nesri. Tries to bring the ball under control, but it's cleared away by Otavia. And it's El Yamik on the ball. Out wide to Hakimi. Brings the ball under control. Can't get away from Bernardo Silva. Morocco throwing here on the 24th minute. On Couch Sports Football. Morocco nil, Portugal nil, ladies and gentlemen. Hakimi. Amala. Back to Hakimi. Amala. El Yamik. Into Hakimi. And he goes back to Bono. Out to the left-hand side. Atiatullah. Goes backwards and it's Saiss on the ball here. Now it's time for Morocco to have a bit of the possession. El Yamik. Out wide here to Ziyech. Sees the ball over the top there, but it's blocked. It falls to Amala and the referee pulls back for a Moroccan free kick here on the right side. Amala brought down there by Ruben Neves. "25 minutes play, ladies and gentlemen. Ziyech to take the free kick, heading towards goal, but it's wide. El Nesri there gets a head on it. Neves now for Portugal on the right side from the goal kick, lays it into Diaz. Out wide here to Guerrero, tries to feed the ball over the top, but Amrabat is there. And it goes all the way back to Bono on this left-hand side. Saiss now to start the game back off for Morocco. Out wide to Atiatullah. Bono. Backwards to El Yamik. Over the top towards Ziyech, but it goes out for a throwing here for Portugal down this left-hand side. And we have Rafael Guerrero to take the throwing. Pepe. Goes short to Dalot on the right side. Dalot into Diaz. Guerrero to his left. Silva through the middle. He goes to Silva. Silva on the centre circle here for Portugal. Trying to bring it forward. Out to the left-hand side. Finds Guerrero, but it goes backwards to Diaz. And Portugal are being forced to move the ball about. If they want to get a goal, they need to move it quicker. Pepe now on the ball here on the right side. Short. And it comes back to Diaz. Neves. All the way back to the keeper, Costa. On this right side, and he returns it back to Neves. Again. Goes backwards to Costa. Here we go with Diaz. Bruno Fernandes picking the ball up deep here. Out to Guerrero on this left-hand side. Guerrero threads it into Otavio. Lays it into Felix. Tries to find... Sorry, no, Bernardo Silva tried to find Felix, but it's intercepted. But it falls to Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Goes short to Neves on that right side. Neves returns it back to Bruno on the halfway line. Bruno has Guerrero to his left, but he goes into Neves. Back to Fernandes. Bringing the ball forward here, Bruno. Goes backwards to Neves. Oh, nearly lost it to Buffon. It manages to make its way to Pepe on the centre circle. Otavia. Neves into Diaz on this right side. Diaz holds the ball up. Goes short to Silva. And it's now Pepe on the ball. Pepe returns it back to Silva here. On the halfway line. Looking for some movement off the ball. There's nothing there for him. Lays it into Neves, into Bruno Fernandes. Gets away from a couple of players. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Guerrero. But it's over here and it goes out for a goal kick for Morocco down the left-hand side. 28 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 0. Portugal 0 here on Cal Sports Football. How are we doing? Not the same kind of play that we saw against Switzerland with this Portuguese side. Or is that because Morocco are forcing them to move it differently? Bono to start the game back off here. Just over 15 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on Cal Sports Football. Bono to start the game back off. Long kick out to the right side. El Nesri jumps up and he wins the header. But Neves takes it. And Bruno Fernandes goes out wide here to Dallo on the right side. Dallo tries to feed the ball in behind there to Silva. And he can't keep it in play. Goes out for a Moroccan throw-in. Morocco to start the game back off. On this left-hand side. Was that foul throw? Nothing given. But he's passing straight to João Felix on the centre circle. Goes backwards to Rafael Guerrero. And it's now Diaz. Here we go with Neves. On the halfway line. Sees Tavio making the run off the ball. But it's El Yamiko intercepts. João Felix with a shot. It's over the bar. And I'm thinking deflected of Amrabat. Let's have a look at that. Otavio there. Headed away with El Yamik. It falls to João Felix. Control with his right foot. Yeah, El Yamik there. Keeper. That could have gone anywhere. El Yamik there with the deflection. But it goes out for a corner on that left-hand side. Portugal have a corner on the 30th minute. They scored with a corner with Pepe in the last game. What they're going to do with this one? Bruno Fernandes gives the signal, goes short to Guerrero, puts the ball into the box. Referee's not happy with something. Oh, I don't think he was ready for it to be taken. That's what it is. Goes back to take the other corner. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. It's your boy Adam here live on Cal Sports Football. Morocco 0, Portugal 0 here on the Qatar World Cup quarter-final. Who goes through to the next round? Let me know in the chat. Fernandes now to take the throwing here. Goes backwards to Diaz on the right side. Diaz goes into Neves on the halfway line. Neves playing ahead of Carvalho in this game. Out wide to Dallo. Returns it back to Silva. Into Bruno Fernandes. Guerrero to his left. But he goes backwards to Diaz on the centre circle. Diaz returns it back to Bruno. João Felix now coming deep. Pepe on the ball. Goes short to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva holding the ball up here. Goes backwards to Fernandes. Fernandes now Tries to switch it out to that right side towards Dallo. But again, it's another overhit pass by Fernandez. He hasn't got his passing boots on today. He hasn't figured out the distance yet. All his passes are going over the top. Out for a goal kick or something. But how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? Let me know what you think of the World Cup so far. What do you think of this game? Are Morocco going to win this? Are Portugal going to win this? Let me know what you think. Bono, long kick out from the back towards El Nesri, who wins the header. Ziyech will run this down, but Pepe goes all the way back to Costa. Again, Ziyech was going to run this down, but he goes short. And it comes out to the left-hand side towards Rafael Guerrero. Tries to see Ramos making the run off the ball. El Yamik wins the header. The referee pulls it back for offside. El Yamik to start the game off here for Morocco. Down this left-hand side. 33 minutes on the clock. It's still 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. Are Morocco going to knock out another superstar team in the World Cup? They did it against Spain in the penalty shootout. Amrabat with a man of the match performance. Bono the penalty shootout hero. Or are Portugal just going to have that little bit more quality to win? But here we go with Unahi. But it's cleared away by Bernardo Silva. Bono will let it run to El Yamik. And he goes short into Hakimi. Being challenged there by Felix. He goes into Bono. And Bono will clear it down the line. Ziyech brings the ball under control. That was great football by Morocco. Here we go with Unahi bringing the ball forward. He's got 3 attacking players. He goes out to Boufal down the left-hand side. Aziatullah makes a run off the ball. Boufal getting himself into the box. Lays it onto Aziatullah. Into Amala. And his Amala shot is over the bar. Amala there just couldn't get a better connection. We'll just have a look at this. Boufal goes into Aziatullah and is behind him. And it goes over the bar. Morocco, they're playing a bit of a fancy football there to get themselves forward. They are not lacking in confidence. Neves now switches it out to the center side towards João Felix. Does he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Game carries on. Unahi on the ball for Morocco. Hakimi is ahead of him. Falls to Amrabat. Amrabat has Boufal down the left-hand side. Boufal now bringing the ball forward. Atiatullah to his left. He's got Amrabat to his right. Boufal holds on to it. Shimmies it on his right foot. Takes a shot. It's straight at Diego Costa. Straight at Diego Costa. "35 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. Let's do a quick poll for you guys. Will we see a goal this half? Yes. No. Will we see a goal this half, ladies and gentlemen? What? Get your votes in the poll, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know what you guys think. Will we see a goal this half? I think we do. I think we do. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Get your votes in. Completely free to vote, guys. Hakimi there into Ziyech, who's brought down by Rafael Guerrero. Free kick Morocco. Ziyech switches it out to that left-hand side towards Boufal. Is the referee going to put it back for another free? Just going to put it back again? Referee's just having a word there. Here we go with Unahi. Into Hakimi. Returns it back to Unahi. Gets away from João Felix. Again being pulled back there. And it's a free kick Morocco. Here we go with Hakimi. Ziyech. Another push in the back there. Goes all the way back to El Yamik. Ziyech. Amrabat. Ziyech. Goes back to Bono on this left-hand side. Bono now with the ball. Goes short to Saiz. Amrabat on the edge of the box. El Yamik to his left. Amrabat goes into Amala. And it goes backwards. Here we go with El Yamik on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward. Short into Ziyech. Left foot over the top there towards El Nesri. Is he in behind? Yes, he is, but he just doesn't have the pace. And it's straight into the hands of Diego Costa. And it's now Ruben Neves on the ball. Bringing the ball forward here for Portugal. Out to this left-hand side is Guerrero. Returns it back to Neves. Into Diaz. On the centre circle, short to Bruno Fernandes. 1-2 with Neves. Fernandes on the centre circle again returns it back to Neves. Neves in the Moroccan half now down this left-hand side. Goes to Pepe on the centre circle. Dalot is ahead of him, so is Bruno Fernandes, and he picks the ball up, but he loses it. And here we go with El Nesri bringing the ball forward. But the referee pulls it back here for a foul on Bruno Fernandes. A flailing hand there. A flailing hand there. Buffal there running with the ball. Free kick. Portugal centre circle here. João Felix picking the ball up deep, bringing the ball forward. He can't get away from Amrabat. Is cleared away only into Diaz. Out to the left-hand side finds Guerrero. 1-on-1 against Ziyech. Puts the ball in there. And João Felix had a golden opportunity there. And he hits it over the bar. The ball's pointed to the edge of the box. And it falls to João Felix. And on the half volley, he just hits it over the bar. Doesn't even get it on target. What are you doing, João Felix? Moments like that is when you have to get it on target. 39th minutes played. Just over 5 to go of the 45 plus added time. Morocco 0, Portugal 0. Morocco with a long ball over the top. Headed away by Otavio. He heads it into Bernardo Silva, and it's now Guerrero. It comes off El Nesri and it falls to Amrabat, but Ramos is there. And it's a Portuguese free kick down the right-hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, it's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football. Where are you from and who do you support? Do you want Morocco to win? Do you want Portugal to win? Or are you just keeping an eye on the games? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Ramos is still on the ground here. 5 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. This is like a Moroccan home game, ladies and gentlemen. There are more Moroccan fans in the stadium than there are any other fans. Ruben Neves now. Backwards to Pepe. Short into Silva. Silva turns and sees the ball over the top there towards João Felix. João Felix 1-on-1 against El Yamik. Hakimi does well to win the ball off him. And it's a Morocco. Oh, sorry, offside flag is given. Morocco start the game off here. But Hakimi didn't know that. 4 minutes to go of the 45. What's the weather like where you are? It's snowing where I am. It's snowing in the UK here. Buffal now on the ball. Amrabat. All the way back to Bono. He goes short to El Yamik. Returns it back to Bono. The penalty shooter hero for Morocco. Amrabat into Unahi. Feeds it into Ziyech. Ziyech on his left foot. Tries to feed it out to Buffal on the left-hand side. Buffal miscontrols it, but he manages to hold on to it. And he goes short into Unahi. Unahi to Buffal. Returns it back to Unahi. He manages to get away from Bruno Fernandes. Atiyatullah down the left-hand side. Puts the ball into the box. El Nesri. Oh! El Nesri scores the first goal here for Morocco in the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals. Surely we are not getting another upset today. El Nesri gets there ahead of Ruben Diaz and makes it 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. 42 minutes on the clock. Morocco are goal up. And this stadium comes alive. What a finish. Let's look back at that. It's great football down the left-hand side. Unahi just gets a little lucky with the pass. A ball point and it's Nesri. El Nesri just gets there. Keeper's in no man's land. And El Nesri just heads it in. That is a leap that Cristiano Ronaldo CR7C will be happy with. He leaps ahead of everyone and makes it 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Al Kuwari there, my brother. Best World Cup in history. You're right. You are right, Al Kuwari. They won Spain in the previous round. They now have a golden opportunity. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Amrabat with the clearance. El Nesri. El Nesri. El Nesri. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we all doing? Surely we're not getting another upset, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Al Kuwari, my brother, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. 1 minute of the 45 to go plus any time. Morocco 1. Portugal 0. Pepe now goes into Otavio. Switches it out to that right side towards Dallo. Headed on into Bruno Fernandes. Puts the ball in there. That came off the crossbar. Bruno Fernandes takes a shot from on the right side, but it comes off the crossbar. Hakimi eats his Ziyech. Back to Amrabat. He puts it over the top. El Nesri, who's going to be in the highest confidence that he's ever had. He's going to be so confident now. 44 minutes, 10 seconds to go of the first half plus added time. Is Morocco 1, Portugal 0. I'd say about 2 minutes of added time. Bruno Fernandes picks the ball up deep. Otavio switches it out to João Felix on the left-hand side, headed away by Hakimi. He picks up the loose ball, but he loses it to Ramos. Tries to feed the ball into the box, but it's picked up by Ziyech. He will just clear it down the line. Did it go out for a throw? Yes, it is. It's 2 minutes of added time here on Card Sports Football. Taken quickly. Otavio down his left-hand side. Feeds it onto João Felix on the edge of the box. But it's cleared away by Atiatullah. And it's Unahi now with the ball here for Morocco. Bruno Fernandes over him. It goes out for a Portuguese throwing. Tried to take him quickly here. Bruno Fernandes. There's a who is that? Otavio off the ball? Otavio there on the floor. He pulls his shorts. What is Bruno doing there? How are we doing, guys? Dallo goes out to that right side towards Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva 1-on-1 against Atiatullah. He tries to go down the outside, but he can't. And Atiatullah comes away with the ball here. Buffal Manages to hold on to it. Feeds it into Unahi. Can they get a second here before halftime? Unahi bringing the ball forward. Answer left hand side. Atiatullah. Oh, and Atiatullah hits it wide. Maybe he should have passed it. He saw glory there. He saw glory. His eyes lit up there. He stabbed at it there. Why is he not putting his foot behind it? That's the 47th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with Ruben Diaz. He goes short into Neves down the right side. João Felix is free here if they can find him, but they'll hold on to it. Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Over the top there towards João Felix. Oh, Eliamik is forced into making a save. And it's half time, ladies and gentlemen. It's half time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you for the second half, so stay tuned. Morocco are potentially halfway to history here. They lead Portugal 1-0 at the break. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Second half coming up here on Card Sports Football. Brazil were knocked out yesterday. Are we going to see another upset here today, ladies and gentlemen? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. How you doing, Triple X Big Ricky? How are you doing, my brother? Vamos! Ronaldo Sui. Let's just make that a bit easier for you guys to see. El Naziri there with the goal. How are we doing? 1-0 to Morocco here on Card Sports Football. Morocco are a goal up here, but there's still 45 minutes to go. That's enough time for Portugal to get back into the game. The question is, do Morocco hold on? Do Morocco hold on here and have one of the biggest upsets in world football? Let's do one pack before the game starts. Let's do one more pack. Whilst we can anyway. How are we doing? How are we doing? Let's see. What's the weather like where you are, Triple X? It's snowing where I am. It's snowing where I am. What's the weather like where you are? Ooh, I think we got another nice one here. Let's see. So, first off, a Belgium in the name of Simon Mignolet. It was -1 earlier. Dude, it is snowing. It's been snowing all day here. It's been snowing all day and it's proper thick snowflakes as well. Ooh, the Australian team. The Australian team photo there. Not snowy, but very icy. Ooh, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Get them big boots out. Wellies if you got them. Let's see who we've got here. Edison Alvarez from Mexico. Edison Alvarez from Mexico. We have Robert Oboleda there for Ecuador. And we have the golden one. Ooh wee! Are they gonna win the World Cup this year, ladies and gentlemen? Are Argentina gonna win the World Cup this year, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh, there's one upside down here. What's that all about? Oops. I'm sure I got the bottom and the top of the World Cup. Let me see. Where are my gold ones at? Where are my gold ones at? Now live? What do you mean now live? Croto, Maz, is going to be a hard versus Croatia for Argentina. Is it going to be Croto? How you doing, Croto? Welcome to the stream. Where you from, my brother? Who do you support? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Croatia, they've played two 120-minute games. Is that not too much? Is that not too much? Of course, Croatia. Is that not going to be too much? Is that not going to be too much for them to handle? 140 minutes? Sorry, 240 minutes, should I say? Oh, I've got a double. 240 minutes. It's a lot of football. It's a lot of football, and you've got a lot of older players. Let's do one more pack. Let's do one more pack, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do one more pack. Luka Modric, outstanding one. 37 years of old, and the guy just gets more elegant. You know, Luka Modric, he reminds me of Roger Federer. Roger Federer is so gracious on a tennis court. You know, at Wimbledon they love him. Around the world he's loved. He's retired now, but I feel like Luka Modric was he's just one of those players. He's so gracious, so elegant. You watch him on the field and you're just like in awe in what he does. Well, we will see. As yesterday game was so tight. But the Neymar's face after the game, dude, the Neymar's face after the game was brilliant. Did I empty the full pack? Or did I just bin half of it? Looks like I got all of it. Okay. Neymar's face didn't even take a penalty. Golden Boy didn't even take a penalty yesterday. Here we go. We've got Mehdi Taremi. Tried his best for Iran. Wasn't enough. Matias Oliveira for Uruguay didn't progress out of the group stages. We have Gonzalez there for Argentina. I don't think I've seen Gonzalez this year at the World Cup for Argentina. Oops, there we go. That's better. We have Francesco Calvo here from Costa Rica. Costa Rica there. And then we have Stefan de Vries for Netherlands. Knocked out the World Cup yesterday. Pulled off an equalizer out of nowhere. Argentina were in cruise control. If you have TikTok, go check out my TikTok. You'll see my reactions. I wasn't even like when they scored their first, I was like, surely they weren't gonna do it. Let's go over back to the game as it's coming up here. It looks like Morocco gonna be starting the game off here. Let's go back over to here. Transition over here to here, and it's 1-0. W pull though. And it's Morocco to start the game off here on this right side. Ladies and gentlemen, they are shooting from right to left. Portugal shooting from left to right here on Couch Sports Football. Where do you think this game goes? Let's get a poll here. Let's get a poll here. New poll. Can No, sorry. Will Portugal pull this back? Yes. Let me know what you guys think. Will Portugal pull this one back? Will they? Did you ever go to the original WHL? What's WHL? What's WHL? Portugal shooting from left to right. Morocco shooting from right to left here on Couch Sports Football. Whitehall Lane. No, I've only been to a few stadiums. I've been to the Bolton Stadium, the Reebok Stadium, what it used to be. Been to Ewood Park, Old Trafford. I'm trying to think where else I've been. I think they're the only stadiums I've been to. I don't go to a lot of stadiums. I prefer to watch it at home, I'll be honest with you. I prefer to watch it at home. But if I ever get the opportunity to bring you a stream from a stadium, dude, I will do. Here we go with Dallo on the side side for Portugal. First ball into the box. Bono punches that out and it goes out for a corner here on the right side. Whitehall Lane. Have you ever been Triple X? Have you ever been to any stadiums? Let me know. Let me know the stadiums. If you guys have been to a stadium, let me know where you've been in the chat. Ball whips into the box from the corner, headed away by Amrabat. Ziyech will pick up the loose ball and he'll bring the ball forward here. He's on his own, 1-1 against Guerrero. It comes off Ziyech and it goes out for throwing. Let me do a tier list of away days. Go for it. Go for it, Triple X. Let me see where you've been. Get your votes in the chat. I want to know if you think Portugal are going to pull this one back. We've got a vote there, yes, in the chat. I also think they will. I also think we will. No, sorry, they will. Ruben Neves goes short into Pepe on the centre circle. Already, Portugal look progressively higher up the pitch than they did in the first half. Pepe on the ball, switches it out to the left-hand side towards Guerrero. And he goes backwards. Neves into Guerrero down the left-hand side, whips the ball into the edge of the box, but Hakimi is there and he'll come away with the ball here for Morocco. He's got El Nesri to his right and he brings the ball forward, gets away from Neves. Pepe is there tracking back. He keeps it in play, Hakimi. Goes round Pepe, brought down, and that's going to be a free kick for Morocco. That's going to be a free kick for Morocco down that right side. And Hakimi did brilliant there. Just brought the ball out, gave himself, shrugged off one challenge in Ruben Neves. But he's brought down by Pepe, and it's going to be a free kick here for Morocco down that right side. And it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo is getting warmed up here. So is João Cancelo. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Morocco have a free kick here. Down that right hand side, Ziyech on his left foot is going to whip it in. Is he going to shoot or is he going to cross? Ziyech has a bit of a tricky one. Let's see what Ziyech does here. Ziyech on his left foot, whips the ball in there. Oh, and it's just headed wide. It's just headed wide. Diego Costa this time doesn't commit to this one and he stops the ball from going in. Pepe shoots in Neves. Returns it back to Pepe here on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward into the Moroccan half. Out wide to Dallo. Goes backwards to Neves in the Portuguese half. Bringing it onto the centre circle. Short to Diaz on the left-hand side. Into Guerrero. Backwards to Diaz. Trying to bring it forward. Goes into Neves. Back to Pepe. Diaz telling him to turn. Telling him to turn. Look forward. Diaz tries to thread it into Ramos. Brought down. Game carries on with Morocco. Amala can't get there. It falls to Bernardo Silva. Here we go with Otavia. Brought down. Game carries on. Amala. Bufal. Gets away from one. Can't get away from two. Atiatullah loses the ball. It comes out to the right side. Bernardo Silva. And it goes up for Portuguese throwing. Taken quickly there. Bernardo Silva loses it. And it goes up for a Moroccan throwing. Portugal just need to slow it down a bit. They're forcing it 50 minutes here. Looks like João Cancelo is going to be coming on here. And Cristiano Ronaldo. Manager's had enough. So Rafael Guerrero comes off. Guerrero and Neves come off. And it's Cancelo and Ronaldo. So Bernardo Silva or Bruno Fernandes is going to be playing holding here. Cristiano Ronaldo equals the world record of most international appearances with 196. Can he inspire this Portugal team? Pepe with the header. Intercepted there by Amala. Pepe clears it away and it forces João Felix on the centre circle. He driving with the ball. Ronaldo to his left and he finds him. Ronaldo 1-on-1 against El Yamik. Tries to go down the outside. Puts the ball in the back post, but Bono's there. And he catches it on the right-hand side. "51 minutes played." Buffal there brought down. He just lands on his back from the header. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Dalo now to start the game back off. Goes with a 1-2 with Pepe. Into the middle there towards Bernardo Silva. Looks like Bernardo Silva is the one that's going to be playing deep. Ziyech there with the interception. It goes out for a Portuguese throwing. Pepe on the centre circle. Bringing it forward. Intercepted there, but it falls to Ramos. Ramos goes back to Silva. Into Otavio. First time into Ramos. Into Bruno Fernandes. Is cleared away by Saiz. Bernardo Silva goes back to Pepe. And Pepe holds onto the ball here. Bernardo Silva. Into Otavio. Goes out wide here. Saiz is struggling here. Saiz is struggling off the ball. TL is done. How do I send? Just paste it in the chat. Paste it in the chat. If you've done a list of top 10, start from the bottom and just paste it in individually. Let's start. Let's see your tier list. Atiatullah with the ball. It's a picture. Oh, you done a picture. You done a picture. I don't know how you can send it. I have Twitter. I have Instagram. Twitter is Couch Sports Adam. Instagram is Couch Sports Football. Here we go. Dalo on the ball on the shine side. 1-on-1 against Saiz. He puts the ball across the middle, but it's straight up Bono. DM me on Twitter quick. One sec. Bono goes out to Ziyech on the right side, but it's intercepted. It falls to João Cancelo. Goes short to Bernardo Silva on the centre circle. Into Pepe. Pepe bringing the ball forward. But he loses it there, and it's Buffon now bringing the ball forward. Gets away from Ramos on his left hand side, cuts it big on his right foot. He lays it into Nesri. Nesri into Unahi, and Unahi skies it. I don't even know what your Twitter handle is. Message me on Twitter. Just DM me on Twitter. Saiss has gone down here, and I think he's coming off, guys. I think Saiss is coming off, guys. A guard has come off, so before the game, Saiss might be coming off here. Referee's just going to have a word, Buffon having a word with his coaching staff. Oh, they need the stretcher. They need the stretcher. I'll just put it here. Saiss, unfortunate, having to come off here. Big injury here for Morocco. Big injury here for Morocco. They have to take their captain off Saiss. Leicester and Newcastle. Ooh. Leicester and Newcastle. King Power Stadium, St. James's Park. Well, St. James's Park is a bucket list stadium. St. James's Park is a bucket list stadium, without a doubt. Saiss has to be stretched off here, man. That's unfortunate. Villa, Brighton, Liverpool, Fulham, City, Norwich, and MK Dons. Wow. Villa Park, the Amex, Anfield, Fulham. I'm trying to think what Fulham's is called. Craven Cottage. City is the Etihad Stadium. Norwich. And MK Dons. MK Dons knocked out United in a tournament once. Can't remember which one it was. FA Cup or Carling Cup, one of them. FA Cup, I'm assuming. Average, Arsenal, Chelsea, Leyton Orient, United, Leeds, Borough, Sunderland, Swansea. Here we go. The Otavio finds himself on the edge of the box. Ronaldo is there. Where did White? 14-15 Capital One Cup, 4-0. I remember watching that. Saiss is there. He's brought off here. And he's in tears. Look at him. Unfortunate, man. Who's come on here for Saiss? Saiss has come off here for Dari. Ziyech on the ball down the left-hand side. Can't get away from Cancelo. Ooh, nearly intercepted there by Morocco, but it's cleared away. And it's Bernardo Silva. Sees the ball in behind. João Felix. Gets himself into the box. He goes backwards. Puts the ball in on the edge. Into Otavio. A wide hit to Ronaldo on his left foot. But he goes one too many and Buffal clears it. And it's Unahi now on the ball. El Nasiri manages to shrug off Pepe. And it's Buffal. Unahi. Offside flag given. Free kick. Portugal here on this left-hand side. Not great. Burnley, Palace, Portsmouth, QPR, Southampton, West Ham. Are you talking about the new Southampton? New West Ham? Because the old Southampton was brilliant. Adam, they're trying to steal our game. Never ever going back. Kellerick there. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Can we get some hype in the chat? Kellerick always comes up. London Stadium is terrible, Adam. Oh, so you talk about the London Stadium, not the old one. Not Upton Park. Ball points to the box from the free kick, headed away. Ziyech does well to get something on it. And it falls to Hakimi. El Nasiri can't find Ziyech and it goes backwards to Bernardo Silva. Bournemouth, I nearly suffocated with how crowded it was. Bournemouth. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right side, finds Dallo. Dallo on his left foot, bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Bruno Fernandes. Switches it out to that left-hand side. Cancelo brings the ball under control. Into Bernardo Silva. Short to Otavio. Puts the ball into the box towards Felix. It's headed up into the air. But it's cleared away. Everton's scran was disgusting. The food always has, you always have to think about the food. Pepe on the ball here, deep in the Moroccan half. Goes backwards to Otavio. Trying to bring it forward. Short into Ronaldo. Out wide here to Dallo. Dallo brings the ball under control. Tries to go around the outside of Atiatullah, who does well. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the try side. Rochdale just stunk. Experience just sheer Everton. I don't know why stadium just felt weird. Rochdale food was bland. Atiatullah and Hakimi have been brilliant. This is where Amrabat is going to have to put in a shift because there's no size on the pitch. There was no size on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. This is where Amrabat has to come up clutch. Here we go with João Cancelo on the halfway line. Goes backwards to Pepe on the centre circle. Short into Otavio. Bringing it forward. Into Ronaldo. Out wide hits it Dallo. Dallo on his right foot. Puts the ball in there, but it's over everyone. You may want to watch this amazing song. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Bono to start the game back off. 62 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 28 minutes of the 90 to go plus added time. Was screaming when I saw this on TikTok. Tag me, comment my name in the thing, in the TikTok. Couch Sports Football. Comment my name in it, and I'll have a look. El Naziri leaves it to Onahi. Buffal can't get away. Amala can't get there, and it goes backwards out to the left hand side towards Cancelo, bringing the ball forward. Goes into Ronaldo, but it comes off the Moroccan, and it goes out for a throw in down that left hand side. Morocco 1, Portugal 0, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football. Are you a Morocco fan? Are you a Portuguese fan? Or will you be keeping an eye on the French and England game later today? Let me know in the chat. Hakimi into Ziyech. Can't get away. Portugal have it now on this left-hand side with a bit of space. Bruno Fernandes short to Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes over the top, and it's wide. Basically, kids bop song football's coming home. Ooh. I'll have to check it out. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Morocco to start the game back off here on this right hand side. The kids who drain our ears. Looks like Morocco are going to be making a double substitution here. Looks like Benoun is coming on. Amala is coming off. Amala and En-Naziri is coming off. The goal scorer is coming off here for Chedira and Benoun. Benoun, who missed a penalty against Spain in the penalty shootout, made it a little bit interesting. Ronaldo bringing the ball forward. Can't get away. Brought down, free kick Ronaldo. Taken short into Otavio. Bruno Fernandes. Intercepted there by Buffal. It falls to Ziyech. They're trying to bring it out their own half, but they can't. Pepe wins it high up the pitch. And he goes back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva goes backwards to Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 25 minutes of the 90 to go. Plus added time is Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Pepe on the centre circle. Flicked on there by Otavio. Ronaldo will try and get the end of it, but El Yamik is there. Confident kid coming out of his own half, and he finds Unahi. Buffal is ahead of him, but he can't keep it in play. Goes out for a Portugal throwing. 66 minutes played. Pepe on the halfway line. Diaz on the centre circle. Bernardo Silva is deep. Out to Cancelo down the left-hand side. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva returns it back to his club counterpart, Cancelo. But Hakimi is there. It goes out for a Moroccan throw-in. Ziyech. Hakimi. Does well, brings the ball under control, but he loses it to Diaz. It falls to Amrabat. Free kick Portugal here. 66 minutes on the clock. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Out to the left-hand side is João Cancelo on his left foot. Can he find something? He brings it on his right foot. Puts the ball in there, but it's headed away. Bruno Fernandes brings the ball under control. Here we go. Dallo goes backwards. And it's out of Otavio. Into Bernardo Silva. Diaz and Pepe haven't come back. Pepe has now come back here for Portugal. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Back to Otavio. Dallo ahead of him. Out wide here to Bruno Fernandes, bringing the ball forward. Puts a beautiful ball into the box. But Bono catches it out the sky. "68 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. There's going to be another substitution here. Another double substitution here for Portugal. Ramos comes off for Rafael Leao, who scored a beautiful goal against Switzerland in the last game. And so is Otavio is coming off for Vitinha. So Otavio coming off for Vitinha, and it's just attackers galore here for Portugal. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, Ronaldo, Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva goes back to Pepe here on this left-hand side. Short into Vitinha. Vitinha turns, 69th minute. Pepe. Cancelo. Into Ronaldo. Backwards to Vitinha. Dallo asking for it down the shine side, but it goes into Cancelo. Ronaldo does the dummy, but it goes all the way back to the keeper, Bono. And he'll just clear it down the line. Chederi can't bring the ball under control. Attacking Vitinha. The referee pulls it back for a free kick here. Vitinha on the halfway line. Goes into Bernardo Silva. Everything's been played in the Moroccan half, guys. Rafael Leao now. Goes on the outside of Hakimi with ease. Can't get away from Benoun. The free kick's given, ladies and gentlemen, for Portugal down that left-hand side. There's going to be a yellow card for Benoun there. Bap, 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 bap. Free kick down that left-hand side for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes steps over to take it. Can they capitalize with 20 minutes to go? Oh, and it was a right decision, but it just overstretched Vitinha. Out wide here to Rafael Leao. 1-on-1 against Amrabat. It goes out for a throwing for for Morocco down the right side. Rafael Leao. Pepe into Rafael Leao. Goes backwards to Bernardo Silva, and it's now Cancelo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 18 and a half minutes to go here. Morocco are a goal up. Dallo on the ball here on the right side. Ronaldo is asking for it. It's over him. And is headed away by Hakimi for another throwing down the left-hand side for Portugal. Bernardo Silva into Diaz. Bernardo Silva on that left-hand side, bringing it forward, tries to go into Cancelo. Cancelo does well to hold on to the ball. Vitinha goes out to the right side towards Dallo. And it goes back to Pepe. Pepe into Diaz. To Bernardo Silva. Backwards to Diaz. Here we go with Vitinha, who takes it on the turn into Pepe. Everything is being played in the Moroccan half. Dallo holds onto the ball. Out to the right side, finds Bernardo Fernandes. Into Dallo on the edge of the box. But it's good defending there. It's good defending there by Atiatullah. He forces the corner here. Just doesn't let Dallo take the cross. But Morocco have a corner to defend here. 73 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno Fernandes to take the corner. Goes over everyone. It comes out to Bernardo Silva. Out to Cancelo down that left-hand side. 1-on-1 against Ziyech. Oh, he sends him out the stadium with that turn. But it's a corner again for Portugal down that left-hand side. How many corners have we had in this game? Let's see so far score. How many corners have Portugal had in this game? Corners. 4 for Portugal. Taken in swinger this time. And it goes up for another corner here. The referee's having a word there with Dari. Another corner here on that left-hand side for Portugal. 73 minutes in. Whipped in there by, punched away. Oh, actually, no, Bono didn't even get there. Claims for a foul. Claims for a foul there, Bono. Bruno Fernandes steps up to take this one. 16 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Bruno Fernandes whips the ball in deep. It's headed up by Cancelo. Bernardo Silva tries to head it back from where it came. Amrabat is there. Ziyech can't get there ahead of Rafael Leao, and Rafael Leao puts him on the ground. Can Diaz get there? He does, but Amrabat is there. Ziyech picks up the ball, and it goes out to Hakimi on that right side. First time into Chediri. Ball switched over the top here. Unahi holds on to it. Can he find someone? Chediri! Oh, and he went for the spectacular. It goes out for a goal kick. Chedira can't get on the end of it. 75th minute, 15 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Dallo, Vitinha, Silva on the centre circle. Rafael Leao makes a run off the ball, but he goes short to Vitinha. Out wide here to Dallo. Backwards to Vitinha. Cancelo now the ball on the left hand side for Portugal. Into 1-2 with Rafael Leao, goes backwards to Bernardo Silva. Silva returns it back to Vitinha. Vitinha out wide to Dalot on the right side. Dalot holds the ball up here. Backwards to Vitinha. Vitinha loses the ball there to Chedra, but Pepe picks up the loose ball here on this left hand side. 76 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Diaz on the halfway line. I can't sit still, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot sit still. Rafael Leao on the left hand side, sorry, gets away from Hakimi. Lays it in behind there to Cancelo. Puts the ball into the box, but it's headed away. It falls to Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao takes it on the turn, but it's intercepted. Ziyech now into Hakimi. Ziyech can't get away. Hakimi can't pick up the loose ball. Is it going to be a... No, it's not. Referee's not giving the Moroccan free kick. Bernardo Silva now on the ball here. Chedra is chasing him down here. Out wide here to Dalot. 1-1 against Tiat. Atiatullah is cleared away. Keeps it in play here. And he finds Chedra. Now it's time for Morocco to counter. Can they find something here? Oh, Unahi. Chedra makes a run through the middle. Unahi holds on to it here. He's on his own. Goes around the outside. Lays it into Buffal, but Buffal's not on the same wavelength. And Bernardo Silva picks up the loose ball. Here we go. Portugal on the ball. Bernardo Silva. Someone's off. Someone's on the floor. Off. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Morocco fans are coming alive with 11.5 minutes to go. Dalot's coming off now for... Who is that? Dalot's coming on here for Horta. Horta. Is that how you say his name? Horta. Goes out for a Portuguese throwing down the shine side. 11 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Horta. Bruno Fernandes. Switches it out to Cancelo. Backwards to Silva. Leao to his left. Goes into Cancelo. Cancelo now on that left hand side. Wants to bring it on his right foot every time. He switches it out here to Horta. Tries to feed Felix, but it's intercepted. Unahi into Amrabat. Tries to find Chedria. And it goes all the way back to Diaz on this left hand side. Pepe into Silva. Feeds Rafael Leao. 1-on-1 against Ziyech. Goes on the outside of him. Puts the ball into the box. It's blocked. It's headed away by Banoun. It falls to Bruno Fernandes. Here we go with Pepe. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes of the 90 to go. Morocco are on a goal up here. And 10 minutes away from making history. I can't sit still, ladies and gentlemen. Vitinha on the halfway line. Goes short to Diaz. Out to Rafael Leao, but he loses it to Hakimi and it's Ziyech. Into Unahi. Gets away from Vitinha. Gets away from João Felix. Beautiful play there by Unahi. Feeds it into Chedri, but it's intercepted there by Pepe. 1-2 with Silva. And he feeds it off. Goes out for a Moroccan throw-in. And it's going to be a Moroccan double substitution here. Abdul Kalal. Ziyech is coming off here. Amrabat is coming on the embrace here, Ziyech and Amrabat. 9 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Abu Khalal coming on here for Morocco for Ziyech. And Boufal coming off here. They've just run. They've run the full match. They've run the full match. Boufal there embraces his manager. Not 8.5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco a goal up, and I can't sit still. I've never been this anxious. I want history to be made, ladies and gentlemen. Horta on the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Morocco 1, Portugal 0. I can't sit still, ladies and gentlemen. I'm losing my shit. There's a corner down the left-hand side for Portugal. 82nd minute. 7.5 to go. Bruno Fernandes steps over to take it. Whips a nice one in there. Bono with a punch-up. Cleared away. Can they keep it in play? No, they can't. It goes out for a Portugal throwing. Vitinha to take it. Into Pepe. The fourth official there telling the Portuguese players to sit down. Bernardo Silva. Into Cancelo. Short to Vitinha. Out wide here to Horta. Backwards to Vitinha here. Felix. 1-2 out wide here to Horta. Backwards to Vitinha. Short to Felix, who has time to turn. Chedri is all over him and he's brought down. And this is Ronaldo territory. This is Ronaldo territory. 83rd minute, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone steps away. Oh no, Bruno Fernandes is taking it. Ronaldo stepped away. Surprised Ronaldo isn't taking it. Bruno Fernandes steps away. That's something on the. This is something from the training pitch. This is something from the training pitch. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's like tried to feed it around the wall, but it's free kick Morocco. Unahi brought down there. That was something from the training pitch there. 6 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Banunda, El Yamik has played brilliant today. The Moroccan fans are starting to come alive here. Like I said, this is a Morocco home game. Can Hakimi keep the ball? No, he can't. He's brought down. It falls to Bernardo Silva. Tries to feed it into Diaz, into Vitinha, who has time to turn. And Chedri is all over him. Free kick Portugal. Diaz now on the ball. 5.5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Horta goes backwards to Bruno Fernandes into Vitinha. Bringing the ball forward here. Out wide here to Bruno Fernandes. Diaz on the centre circle. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao is free down the left-hand side. 1-1 against Hakimi. He's got the better of him before. But it's cleared away by Amrabat. Again, Amrabat is cleared it away and it goes out for a Portuguese throwing. 5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes to go. Diaz on the halfway line. Goes into Vitinha. Out to Cancelo. Backwards to Diaz. Here we go with Vitinha. Back to Diaz. Bringing the ball forward. You can see Morocco there. A back 3, 6, 7. A back 7 there. Bernardo Silva whips a ball into the box. It's over, everyone. It'll fall to Bruno Fernandes. It can't go out for a corner. It goes out for a throw-in. 4 minutes to go. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Pepe to start the game off. Bruno on the side whips the ball into the box. Is headed away. Goes out for a corner. El Yamik. Corner here for Portugal. 3.5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Ronaldo is going to try and use Rafael Leao there. Bruno puts the ball in there, headed away by Morocco. Chedri clears it, and he's brought down. It's going to be a Moroccan free kick here on the right-hand side. That's going to be a yellow card there for Horta, I think. I think that's a yellow card. Long ball over the top there towards Chedri. Goes over it. Pepe now with the ball. 2.5 minutes to go. Pepe 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left-hand side is Cancelo. Cancelo bringing it forward here. Into Rafael Leao. Backwards to Cancelo. Into Pepe on the centre circle. Over the top towards Rafael Leao. It comes off Chedri. Ronaldo jumps up for it. It's headed away by El Yamik. It falls to Diaz. Out to Cancelo. Bernardo Silva goes back to Pepe. Chedri comes over. Out wide here to Bruno Fernandes on the right side. Lays it into Horta. Bruno makes a run off the ball. Horta goes into Vitinha. Vitinha turns on the spot. Into Bernardo Silva. 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Lays it into João Felix. Into Horta, but it's over here. It goes out for a goal kick on the right side for Morocco. 1.5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. The Moroccan players are fighting here. The fans are bouncing. Long ball over the top. Headed on by Chedri. He's won everything. Falls to Diaz. And it goes out for a Portuguese throwing down this left-hand side. 1 minute to play, ladies and gentlemen, of the 90 plus added time. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. I don't think I've ever been this jumpy ever. Bayern Munich against United, I think I was, when Evra scored that banger from the edge of the box. Cancelo now the ball on that left-hand side. Bring the ball forward into the Moroccan half. Being held up there. Goes out to Rafael Leao on that left-hand side. 1 moment of brilliance is all that is needed. Cancelo puts the ball deep into the box, headed away. Bruno Fernandes keeps it alive into João Felix. Amrabat is all over him. Nothing given, and Amrabat brings the ball forward here. Central into the Moroccan half. Feeds it in behind. Chedri told to leave it by Unahi, but Chedri has it on the edge of the box. Unahi is there. Chedri on his right foot. And he hits it wide. The offside flag did go up. Unahi, he should have left it for Unahi. How long of added time do we have? 6 minutes? Bruno Fernandes tries to feed in behind to Ronaldo. On his right foot, saved by Bono. Saved by Bono. 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes of added time. Is this going to be a game that finishes in the 90 minutes? Both games went to 120 minutes yesterday. Another yellow card here for Chedre. Vitinha on the center circle. 91st minute. 7 to go. Out to Rafael Leao down the left hand side. Bringing it forward. Cuts in on his right foot. Puts the ball into the box. Headed away. This Chedro is running for everything. Bernardo Silva picks the ball up deep. Out wide here to Bruno Fernandes. On his right foot. Cuts in on his left foot. Brings the ball forward. Amrabat is there. He lays it into Vitinha. Vitinha holds onto the ball. Switches it out to the right side towards Horta. Brings the ball under control. Into Bruno Fernandes. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a goal kick. Morocco 1, Portugal 0, ladies and gentlemen. We have 6.5 minutes to go before history is made. Can Morocco hold on here? Can Morocco hold on here? 6 minutes to go. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Long ball over the top. Chedra brings the ball down, but he can't get away from João Felix. Free kick, Portugal. Oh, and Chedra is sent off here. Chedra is sent off here. 2 yellow cards for Chedra, and he's sent off here. And he played well up until that point. Did he get the ball there? He's gone with the foot on it. Ladies and gentlemen, 93rd minute, 5 minutes of the added time. Bruno Fernandes goes short to Bernardo Silva. Silva into Cancelo. Rafael Leao to his left. He goes into Vitinha. Vitinha holds the ball up here. Into Cancelo. Back to Vitinha. Returns it to Cancelo. Short to Bernardo Silva. 5 minutes to go. Here we go with Cancelo. Floats the ball into the box towards Pepe. Headed away by Elia Meek. Vitinha will head it from where it came. Cleared away. And it goes out for a Portuguese throw-in. Long ball over the top. Flick towards goal. Headed away by Elia Meek. And he'll go out for a corner here on this right-hand side. 94th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes to go. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Portugal take the corner short. Felix puts the ball into the box, but it's headed away. And it goes out for a throwing this time. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Are Morocco going to hold on here? Are Morocco going to hold on here? Goes backwards to Bernardo Silva. Goes short to Cancelo Central. On his right foot. Puts the ball into the box towards the back post. But it's over Diaz and it goes out for a goal kick. Pepe there telling his players to calm down. Pepe's been here before. He knows this. They need to listen to him. Calm down, Portugal. Don't rush the game. 3.5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3.5 to go. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. The Moroccan fans were bouncing, but there's now it's prayers, it's anxiety, it's nerves coming into Bono here to start the game back up. Long kick out from the back by Bono. Flicked on there, but it only comes to Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side for Portugal. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes to go. Rafael Leao on the left-hand side. Floats the ball into this right-hand side, but Atia Tullah is there. He clears it away. Have Morocco got a counter on here? 1-on-1. Bernardo Silva. What is saying? What's he doing? What's he doing? Get a better shot off, lad. Amrabat is there. Vitinha. Rafael Leao goes on the outside of Hakimi. It falls to Amrabat. Can he stop it from going out? Yes, he does. Amrabat now bringing the ball forward. On the edge of the box. Driving into space. Hakimi is there on that right side. Can Hakimi keep it in play? Diego Costa's off his line. And he clears it down the line. But Amrabat wins the header. Cancelo into Bernardo Silva. Long ball over the top there towards Ronaldo, headed away. 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes before history is made. Bruno Fernandes whips a ball in there, falls to João Felix, but it's cleared away. And it goes out for another Portuguese throwing. Eliamik has been outstanding. He's the man of the match if it stays like this. Bruno Fernandes to take the throwing. Bruno Fernandes whips it in there. It goes over everyone. Rafael Leao is there. Hakimi is there. Falls to Leao. 1-on-1 against Hakimi. Cuts in on his right foot. Puts the ball in there. Is headed wide by Pepe. Headed wide by Pepe. 1 minute and 15 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Pepe gets a head on it and he heads it wide. He heads it wide. 1 minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. '97th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Morocco are 1-0 up here. Goes all the way back to Bernardo Silva. The Moroccan players want to run onto the pitch. 30 seconds to go. Vitinha on the centre circle. Portugal have to hit it forward. Rafael Leao on that left-hand side. 1-on-1 against the defender. Cuts in on his right foot. Goes out to the right side. Is cleared away. Referee doesn't give the free kick. There's 20 seconds to go. Diego Costa here. Ziyech is screaming. Moroccan players are screaming. Are they going to make history here? Ball point over the top. Last chance here. It goes over him. And it goes out for a goal kick. Ladies and gentlemen, is that the moment? Is that the moment? And it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Morocco become the first African team to reach the semi-finals. One global superstar was knocked out yesterday. A second one has been knocked out today in the name of Cristiano Ronaldo. Morocco are through to the next round and they will play the winners of England and France. Woo! What have we just witnessed? What have we just witnessed? Morocco have knocked out Spain. They've knocked out Portugal. And they are in the semi-finals. This is why we love football, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Woo! Woo! Come on, Morocco. I'll see you next time, guys.